knockout phase is over, and it means only one thing. We have another draw. Join us tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern for the Champions League last 16 draw. Now, this will reveal the bracket for the rest of the tournament. We're going to be having full coverage and reaction immediately following the draw, and then also another one for the Europa League at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's all followed with a full morning footy with myself, Jeff Shreves, Troy Deeney and Charlie Davies. So why don't we take you through how the draw actually works? This is the draw for the round of 16. Top 8 teams from the league phase are seeded. The other 8 who just advanced from these playoffs are unseeded. The draw is going to be split into a predetermined bracket. Seeded teams will be drawn against one of 2 possible unseeded opponents, and we will see potential quarterfinal, semi-final and final matchups as they will be set in the bracket after the draw on Friday. I just said draw about a million times, and I said seeded and unseeded. I hope you've all got that. We are now going to be doing Aaron's...
I didn't quite catch you. Just run that again.
If you want to just Google it. We're now going to be doing Aaron's Dream Champions League bracket. So why don't you get us started? I think I've spoken too much this segment.
All good. I will give you a couple of my criteria for how I'm picking these. I don't really like to see domestic matchups too early. If they're going to face another team from their own country, I'd like it to be in the latter rounds. I like to see matchups that will set up spicier matchups later in the tournament. And I want to see some of these smaller teams, some of the Cinderella teams go through as well. So let's get straight to it with that. We're going to go to the top of the bracket. Newcastle United, I would like them, given that I don't really want to see teams from the same country face each other. I would like to see Newcastle United face Barcelona. I would like as well for this PSG-Chelsea matchup to happen, the replay of the Club World Cup final. So that's why I'd like to see Newcastle versus Barcelona. I think that actually would be a really, really fun match as well. I would love to see Atleti face up against Spurs. I believe Atleti would go through there, and it sets up a really, really spicy match between either Liverpool or Galatasaray. Liverpool-Galatasaray, I think, as well, would be an incredible matchup. But Atleti against Spurs, I think, is a really, really good one. Let's go down to Bodø Glimt, the Cinderellas of this tournament. I would like them to keep going. I think they have a better chance of continuing on if they face Sporting. So Sporting is my choice there. I think that's a really, really exciting matchup. It's fun for both of these teams. It's fun for everyone to watch, and it gives Bodø a fighting chance. Let's move on down to Bayer Leverkusen. Again, I don't want to see domestic matchups, so that kicks Bayern out for me. So Bayer versus Arsenal, would love to see that matchup. I think we'll see goals. We'll see quality. We'll have a lot of fun. And then we'll get really, really spicy matchups on the other side of the bracket when we jump to that other side as well. So starting from the top over there.
I think actually before we
go.
Yeah, we could
go back.
I think go back and let's react to their matchups.
I'm moving on too fast.
Your first one, you went Newcastle, Barcelona, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, they met earlier on in the competition, didn't they? Barcelona winning at St James's Park. Be fantastic atmosphere both those games. Atleti against Tottenham.
The Conor Gallagher.
The Conor Gallagher derby. Yeah, it's got it written all over it. I mean, you just can't see Tottenham getting past them, can you, in any shape or form? But Tottenham's Champions League form compared to their league form is something else. 100% agree with you on Bodø. They are the story, so we want them to go as far in the competition as we can, and they've got more chance against Sporting than would Man City, so I'm with you there. Hincapié and Havertz, bit trip down memory lane for them, with Arsenal facing Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, look, they're all good games with good outcomes as well. So, yeah, I'm with you so far.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, we've talked to that side of it. Now, this side is pretty much set up, but we will talk through them. PSG-Chelsea again, the Club World Cup final. This will be an incredible matchup. A PSG that we just talked about are hit with injuries. Form is up and down. This Chelsea team form is up and down. So I think this one's really, really spicy, really interesting. Can't call a winner out of that one. Obviously, PSG the favorite, but I give Chelsea a real chance. Galatasaray, Liverpool, 2 of the best home atmospheres in Europe. Welcome to hell for Galatasaray, and these 2 teams have history. I think this spicy, maybe the spiciest of all the matchups in this round. And then you go Real Madrid in the inevitable Manchester City matchup. What else do we have to say about these 2 teams and these 2 teams against each other? Because it's happened so many times. Atalanta, another one of the Cinderella teams. flying that flag for Italy, going up against the biggest team, one of the biggest teams in the world, the biggest team in Germany. I think the atmosphere in both of those matches will be incredible. Atalanta have a fighting chance, but Bayern obviously the massive favorites. But all of these matchups for me are must watch, and that's kind of why I went the direction I did, and it also for me sets up really, really good quarterfinal matches.
I just wonder how much Club World Cup, the narrative plays into that game. Because Chelsea have got a different manager now. PSG, will they use that as motivation? Can they honestly look at that game and say it'll be a similar Chelsea? Because I'm not entirely sure how similar the team will be. Liverpool already beaten by Galatasaray in this competition this season, so they won't be taking anything for granted. The traditional fixture of Real Madrid against Manchester City. But the last game is intriguing for me because I think that hinges on one thing as to who goes through it. And there's only one point, which is absolute, depending how it lands, will decide the winner of that tie. And that's is whether or not Marco goes for the game. If Marco goes, Atalanta has zero chance.
I thought you were about to give like a player or...
The longer he took, I knew it was going to go somewhere funny.
If Marco doesn't go, Bayern are out.
Agreed.
I think Atalanta would prefer to get Leverkusen.
You joked about them asking him not to come, but we're going to get a formal letter from them.
He's banned.
I'm seeing them paying for him to stay in a lovely hotel suite somewhere. In fact, not even watch the game on TV.
They might send him to Bavaria for both games.
Galatasaray Liverpool, you mentioned there that would be an interesting game. Yesterday on UCL Today, Jamie said Liverpool have got that in the bag.
I don't know if you should
that's
trust
just
anything
because
coming out of Jamie's mouth regarding Liverpool, but I wouldn't say they have it in the bag in the slightest. Victor Osimhen and the rest of this Galatasaray team, they're very organized. They have a strong attack. The home atmosphere at Galatasaray cannot be overstated how important that is for them. And this Liverpool team have problems. So I don't think that'll be a walkover in the slightest.
Also potentially sets up PSG Liverpool in the quarters, doesn't it?
And that happened last season.
Yeah. So,
remind everyone what happened last season.
PSG went through.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're the champions, Hannah.
I know. I did know that. I obviously knew that. But did they win any leg, Liverpool?
Listen, if PSG face up against Liverpool, it's like the games we talk. Both teams have got tremendous attacks that are vulnerable in defence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I personally would favour PSG over Liverpool. Not by much.
I would as well. Yeah.
Not by much.
Liverpool won last year's first leg.
Yeah.
And then it went to penalties. It's a weird one with those two teams. It's kind of like teams that done amazing last season but haven't lived up to their expectation this season.
It's very much the human story for both of these teams.
Yeah.
PSG doing it all, expending an incredible amount of energy to win the treble. Liverpool winning the Prem and then going through a massive human moment with Diogo Jota passing. They've had a lot of internal issues outside of that. So it's two very human football stories if they do match up.
And Aaron, I've just been told this draw will set up for Arsenal and Manchester City on different sides of the draw. So they could potentially meet in the final.
Sounds about right.
Imagine if we had a Champions League Man City Arsenal final.
Oh my gosh.
And then the table in the Premier League got to maybe the last or second to last
this
match.
This season's just set up for me to be stressed out the most possible.
And the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, don't forget as well, they've got the Carabao Cup final. They could draw each other in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They could play each other in the Champions League as well, and the Premier League decided
they'll play each other in the run
in April as well.
Yeah.
Wow. And Aaron, I remember you mentioned that the City Real Madrid matchup is one of the most entertaining ones.
Yeah.
What else do you see being like a standout match?
If we're going to go pure...
I don't know if this side of the bracket's got the most standout matches.
I think Newcastle
Barcelona has the potential for a lot of goals.
Why is
Barcelona's high line and their commitment to attacking. Newcastle are all over the place, but they can score goals. And I really think they could hurt Barcelona on the day or on 2 days. So that one has the potential maybe for the most chaos.
But yeah, both of their styles. I mean, you think of Gordon's pace, if he can get in behind.
Yep.
So there's definitely, to be honest with you, I don't, if it panned out like that, I don't think there's a bad game in there.
Agreed.
the whole draw. Just this.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah, no, both sides. I think that they're all really good games. They've all got a story. They've all got a point of interest.
Yeah.
And
imagine if we were to see Atalanta.
is there one game? You look at this side of the bracket and the other side of the bracket. You say, yeah, absolutely. There's not a question in my mind. They'll win that.
I don't see one, because I think you might say the Atalanta Bayern Munich is the closest to that, but I don't want to write Atalanta off. I really don't. Bayern Munich are in incredible form, so it feels like they do have a large advantage, but something tells me don't completely write Atalanta off.
Okay, but you are an extremely highly paid analyst.
Fair enough.
Stick your neck on the line. Pick one from each floor, and I'll do the other half of the bracket.
That one, Atalanta.
No. Oh. Winner for each.
Oh,
side.
winner for each. Okay. Okay. Bayern.
You've only got to one.
Madrid. I can never pick anyone else if Madrid are in the draw. Liverpool. PSG.
Okay, Jeff,
Right.
you're doing the next round.
I'll do the other bracket. I'll go Barca, Atleti, Bodø,
Yes.
Arsenal.
All right.
Bodø, I like that, Jeff. Okay, then everybody,
Bodø.
that was Bodø. That was
As Nico would
Aaron's
say.
dream bracket. We have got the Champions League draw tomorrow, starting at 6 a.m. Eastern on the Golazo network. We've also got a special morning footy show for 3 hours, talking all about the draw after that's happened, as well as the Europa League draw. And also, everyone, we have some bracket madness. Get ready for the knockout stage like never before with the UEFA Champions League bracket games. You can create pools against friends and compete to win a dream trip to London and see how you stack up against Jamie and Micah. Sign up now before brackets are unlocked. You can visit cbssports.com/UCL bracket or play on the CBS Sports app.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.